Hi everyone, my name is CS Harshdeep Singh Narula, and today in this video we are going to discuss about trademark registration for a company. When we talk about the trademark registration for a company, in case of company, what do I mean by a company? So company means your private limited company, your OPC, or your public limited company. So when we talk about a company, these are forms of company. What we are talking about in the registration of the trademark registration of your company. So in this, we'll talk about the fee, the process, the documentation required, and also where to file the application. So when we are talking about the trademarks application, so the trademark application for a company could be filed through two modes. The first mode is offline, and the second mode is online. It could be filed through two modes. The fee, when we talk about the fee in the case of company differs on few bases. I'll tell you how. There are four fees. When you talk about the offline mode, this is 5,000 fees. However, in case of online mode, you are getting 10% rebate in every kind of fees. 5,000 for the offline, and for the online the fees is 4,500. However, why and for whom this is? If your OPC, your private limited company falls under MSME, or it is a startup, then only you are getting this much rebate. You are getting 4,500 fees. If your company, if your OPC or your private limited company is not a startup, or if your OPC, private limited and a public company, is not an MSME, then the fee for the same is how much? The fees is 10,000 in the offline mode, and in the online mode is 9,000. So the recommended part is, like, if you're a public limited company, or if you don't want to go in those nitty gritty steps, or if you don't want to get your startup registration done, so the easiest way is MSME registration done. So you can also get the MSME registration done. If you already have, then the fee for your same would be 4,500 only. Now we have talked about fee. Now we'll discuss who can file it. So you yourself can file your trademarks application. The company's authorized signatory can file it, and also you can also get it done through the attorney. Me being Harshdeep Singh Arula, I am also a trademarks attorney. We provide this service. So when you are going to file it yourself and through attorney, I'll tell you which documents are common, which are required. You are filing it yourself. You need to require a brand name, which brand you're filing it, for example XYZ, and your business objects. When you talk about the business objects, then will be discuss which class. There are 45 classes in trademark. Class 1 to 45, 1 to 35, 1 to 34 are for the goods, 34 to 45 are for the services. We will discuss that. After that, logo, if you have any. If you have, it's not mandatory. Logos are not mandatory. If you have a logo, then a logo application. That means a device application. Then comes your board resolution, BR, because you are getting authorized if you are doing it yourself or through the power of through the attorney as well. Board resolution. Then comes your email address and phone number of the company. Then comes your 6 point, that is your MSME certificate or Startup India certificate, because this is mandatory. So these are the common things which you are, if you are getting it done yourself or you are getting it done to the attorney. However, there is one another thing which is not common, which is different in the case of attorney and which is different in the case of filing yourself. And that thing is, if you're filing yourself, you need your digital signature. Organizational based, like you're getting authority to file it for your company. If you're doing it yourself, you'll generate a code and you'll file it through the trademarks portal. And if you're getting it done through an attorney like me, then you will sign a power of attorney that we on your behalf can file the trademark application for you. So this was about your what documents are required. This was about how much fees is required. Now we'll move further to process of the trademark for a company. So the very first thing is TMA. So if you are a startup or a MSME, the fee for the trademark application government fees is 4,500 only, plus professional fee, our professional fee. Then it will move to next. If you have filed the logo, it will go to send to Vienna codification. Then it will go to formalities check. Then it will go to mark for exam. And if it is examination report is issued, and if it's not issued, it will be accepted. And if there are any objections, like in section 9 or section 11, then your examination report will be issued and a reply to that examination report will be filed. And if the officer is satisfied, then it will be accepted. If the officer is not satisfied, then it will be marked for what? It will be marked for hearing. And in case of hearing, we If you are getting it done from the attorney, we'll prove the merits. If you're doing it yourself, you'll prove the merits. Then in the case of hearing, it will be either refused or accepted. So when we talk about the acceptance, it is now accepted. I'll tell you then how and what time and in how much time you will get your registration certificate. So now it is accepted, and it will take another 1 week to advertise in the trademarks journal. So every trademark which is accepted gets advertised in trademarks journal. After acceptance and advertisement, it takes 4 months from the date of advertisement. Then only you will receive your registration certificate. So it takes around 4 to 6 months to receive your registration certificate after it's accepted and advertised. So this was all about the trademark registration for a company. If you would like to apply your trademark for your company, you can get it done through us also. This is my phone number, 987-806-7337. Our offices are at Delhi and Gurgaon. We also provide this service online. If you also want to get your MSME done or a startup registration done, we also provide this service at a very minimal cost. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching this video.